Let's speak to aviation expert Alex Macheras, who joins us live from Brussels now. Good to have you with us. So the indication seems to be that it was a faulty airspeed indicator, which had been found to be faulty on previous 4 flights. So what does that mean for flight safety?
Exactly. Now, we should stress that this is just the initial findings from the black box data that was extracted from the found flight data recorder. So this is one of the black boxes that records everything to do with the performance of the flight. So that's everything to do with speed, altitude, and the general performance and characteristics of that phase of the flight, which was just the takeoff phase before it started to descend rapidly. The cockpit voice recorder, which records sound and chatter, that hasn't been located yet. But now the investigation is focusing on, as you said, this airspeed indicator and the missed readings they're saying, where the captain and potentially the co-pilot had different readings of essentially how fast the aircraft was traveling, and that itself looks to be a fault with the aircraft. Now, is it Boeing's fault or Lion Air's fault? It's simply too early to say. The investigation is now looking at the cause of this fault.
Is it a surprise to you that on a pretty new plane this would be the fault? And secondly, that a plane would be allowed to fly if its airspeed indicator had been found to be faulty previously?
Well, I think the concerning thing about this situation specifically is the fact that they have record of there being some kind of issue with the airspeed indicator, which essentially is a pitot tube. There are them scattered around the aircraft, around 5 in pairs, but the main ones are located in front of the cockpit, and they're essentially tubes that measure the speed depending on the pressure. There's a hole at the front and a hole at the side, and depending on the pressure inside, it can alert the flight crew on their instruments in the cockpit just how fast the aircraft is traveling. Now, Lion Air have admitted that they had situations on 4 flights prior to the crash where they have recorded there was something wrong. They call it a malfunction, but they didn't kind of elaborate further. And so it's unusual as to why this wasn't addressed, why they were continuing to fly. And sadly, on the 5th flight, with knowing that this malfunction, the airspeed indicator, hadn't been rectified, it ended in devastation. So it's all eyes currently now on Lion Air prior to Boeing.
Alex, good to get your thoughts there. Thank you very much indeed for that. Aviation expert Alex Macheras in Brussels.